We start this bulletin with some breaking news. India has summoned the South Korean envoy over the controversy car maker Hyundai has found itself in connection to its statement by its Pakistan unit on Kashmir. This development comes after the Hyundai India, which is a South Korean auto major, issued a statement on the controversy, saying that it deeply regretted the offense caused to Indians due to an unauthorized tweet from the account of the official Pakistan Hyundai on Kashmir. Now, just to get our viewers some background, the backlash against Hyundai started in India over the weekend when the hashtag Boycott Hyundai started trending over a tweet by Hyundai's Pakistan dealership, which expressed solidarity with its Kashmiri brothers in their struggle for freedom. Now, WION's principal diplomatic correspondent, Sudan Sibyl, has sent us this report from New Delhi.
India has summoned the South Korean envoy over the fiasco of the Pakistan arm of Hyundai Motors issuing social media post on Kashmir, something that was seen as supporting Islamabad's narrative. And not only the summoning of envoy, but also the South Korean foreign minister spoke to the Indian External Affairs Minister regarding this. A tough message has been sent by New Delhi regarding what has happened. And of course, there is a message indeed in itself that when it comes to corporates, they should not weigh into geopolitics. This is a sensitive issue for New Delhi, and what has happened is indeed shocking given the commentary which has been coming out. If you look at the social media posts, a lot of people are now voicing their concerns over Hyundai's support to the Pakistani narrative. We know a statement has been issued by Hyundai India, but largely it looks like the damage has been done, and it looks like it will be a long time before Hyundai India is able to restore any kind of confidence. Sudan Sibyl for WION in New Delhi.
Also, for more on this, we are now being joined by WION business editor Sumit Chaudhary. Sumit, good to talk to you. Now, New Delhi seems to be not taking this issue lightly. What is the latest update that you have on this big story?
Well, the latest is that now the issue has taken the bilateral ties proportion overall. India's foreign minister, Jaishankar, he tweeted that he got a call from Republic of Korea foreign minister. Apart from other issues, they also discussed Hyundai issue as well. So it's clearly India has not taken it very lightly. India also issued a statement saying it expects company to take proper and tough action in the whole matter. India invites investments, but at the same time it expects companies to take care of its issues, politically sensitive issues, and that is the message which has gone down to Hyundai. But Hyundai is the one company to start with. There are many other companies involved in this. Now the issue has taken clearly a different angle when two countries are involved, and one country is clearly country is clearly not happy with the stand taken by a company of another country, and Hyundai in this case has clearly did a mistake of astronomical proportion, because this is an issue which is not clearly is going to end here. And later on it was found out that it was not just Hyundai. Many other companies were involved in this.
Right. On that, Sumit, Hyundai, obviously, as you said, is not the only multinational corporation who have waded into troubled waters by raking up the Kashmir issue. Can you share details on the other brands that have courted controversy by tweeting on the so-called Kashmir Solidarity Day?
KFC was the first one that came out with an apology yesterday, official apology. It was one of the big MNCs that came out and said that it committed a mistake. It regrets the pain or the overall problem which has been caused to many Indians. And later on, it was also found that other companies were involved. Today morning, Toyota Motor, Japanese auto major, also came out with a statement saying that they are issuing an apology. They regret if any hurt has been caused to Indians because of this issue. So the issue originated in Pakistan. Many companies were part of this. We are hearing that Suzuki Motor of Japan was part of this. There's a company, Bosch Pharma, was also there. Isuzu. So many of the companies spreading across sectors, they had issued such kind of messages, which clearly did not go well with Indians and Indian establishment as well. And that's how they had to get the anger. They were on the other side. They were on the receiving end of the anger of netizens from the last 2 days. Boycotting the goods is one of the calls which has been started by netizens across many social media platforms, and there they are saying that we should boycott the goods of these companies that do not in a way they don't respect the emotions of Indians. India, if we say, is a huge market compared to Pakistan. There's no comparison between the economy of India and Pakistan, and clearly there's no comparison between the market which India offers and Pakistan offers. So it's clearly a big mistake committed by all these companies. They're coming out now in open and offering apology.
Right. Now, as you've mentioned, it's not just the Indian government, the netizens also being enraged. What could have been the reason for these brands for coming out with such statements?
Well, these brands, they look for any opportunity to be cozy with people, go out and look at what they want to really emotionally involved in. This, they thought, is a message in which Pakistanis would be emotionally involved in. It's clearly backfired for these companies. It's clearly not a good call taken by these companies. Generally across the world, companies desist. They don't actually get into the political the issues. Here, I would also like to mention, in most of the cases, the dealerships, they individually went and did all that. Companies were not directly involved. But yes, because they represent companies to consumers, clearly companies are responsible for this. But dealerships, well, clearly the front end of the government, of the companies, they were involved. They issued them from their own side on social media handles. And companies, well, they clearly cannot shy away from their responsibility, because after all, dealerships are appointed by these companies only. So they started and finally the issue has taken a very larger proportion.
All right, Sumit, thank you very much for bringing us all the latest details on that breaking story there.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.